What's up, beautiful, magical people? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, because I am. Ooh, let me just get right here. So sorry, guys. I was super busy this Friday, um, and Saturday, so I wasn't able to upload this video, but I said, hey, let me do it. It's Sunday, and I have some time. So let me just upload this video. But yes, guys, I am officially 29 weeks pregnant and 2 days, 29 weeks and 2 days pregnant today. So that means that we are going to be talking about my 8 week of pregnancy. Oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. And first, whew, anyway, first, let me just say, happy holidays, guys, because this is while I'm feeling this is the week of Christmas. Christmas is on Tuesday. Today is the eve of Christmas Eve. So I hope you guys are having a great holiday weekend or whatever. And if you guys work for the government, you guys are not going to work. So that's exciting for you guys. Me, I go to work tomorrow. But Trump just, announced that it was a federal holiday or whatever shit. So you guys have Christmas Eve off. Lucky for you people. But yes, I hope you guys enjoy. So anyway, let's get to this, what do you call it? Update. So nothing really much happened, really. I just went to work and did my thing or whatever. Having a hard time at work, but I'm just fighting through it, pulling through. Do the best that I can to make sure that I'm actually pulling through and just doing my job the best I can do. So yes, the baby is kicking and everything. I just had a doctor's appointment this week, this Saturday. So but I will tell you about that in next week's vlog. This week I'm telling you that I went and got my 4-hour glucose test done, and it went pretty well. I thought it was going to be really bad, but it actually went really well. But yes, I had my 4-hour glucose test. First of all, that shit is nasty, okay? I don't know how, I even looked it up because it's 100 grams of sugar you're drinking in 4 minutes. You have to do it under 4 minutes, and then they want to test your body, whatever. 100 grams of sugar in this little container, right? It's like an 8 fluid ounce, 100 grams of sugar. Now, let me put that in perspective for you. So one Pop-Tart is, I think 14 grams of sugar. So one Pop-Tart does not, the frosted, I'm talking about strawberry frosted Pop-Tart, is I think about 14 grams of sugar. That is 14 grams of sugar. But the drink that you drink is 100 grams of sugar. So imagine how many Pop-Tarts you have to eat to get 100 grams of sugar. That's a lot of Pop-Tarts, That is to put it in consideration. I don't understand why we do this test. And I don't understand why you have to put so much sugar. Like, so much sugar into the drink. Now, I've been having issues with my glucose level since I've had my birth control, the Nexplanon. The Nexplanon, if you guys don't know, if you guys are ever thinking about getting the Nexplanon, don't. If you are pre-diabetic or you have a high BMI or you have diabetes running in your family, because it is now, I don't know if they've fixed it or whatever, but they do have warnings now to say that if you have a high BMI or you are pre-diabetic, do not get the Nexplanon or watch your sugar, because it does mess with your blood sugar. Now, I've never been pre-diabetic or diabetic before in my life. I've always been tested because I'm big. I'm always a big girl. So they always test me. They always think that I'm going to have diabetes or whatever. My dad got diagnosed with diabetes and things like that. So they always keep testing me. But I've never had it. I put in the Nexplanon 3 years ago in October, and everything was fine. They tested me that year. They tested me the next year. I didn't get tested though. I got tested around this year, early, and my A1C level was normal and everything was fine. But one day, my dad, normally periodically, he tests everyone in the family's sugar because he didn't know that he had diabetes, and, he wants everyone to be aware of their sugar if it's too high or whatever. Tested me, it was high, like 800. And I went and I found out that it was the Nexplanon that was, the doctors don't know. That's one thing I can say, that doctors don't have the answers for everything. They don't know as much as we do. They don't know everything. They're not, they don't have all the answers. So I went to the doctor, my A1C level, that's the average of your blood sugar for 3 months, about 3 months. And my A1C level was normal. He checked it again and it was still normal, but I told him to check my blood sugar level at this moment and it was high. It was super, super high. And he told me what to do to bring it down. I tried everything, exercise, all of this, everything. Nothing brought it down. It was still high. And then he said it might be my birth control. And so I started researching and I started looking up, and more enough, the birth control really did have an effect on my blood sugar. So I decided to take it out in June. After I graduated from college, I took it out in June. That same month, I got pregnant. So my body has now came from the Nexplanon to a pregnancy, which is not good with sugar as well. But it's a lot better than the Nexplanon. Ever since I took it out, my blood sugar has been decreasing rapidly. My blood sugar has been up and down and crazy and this and that, but I have been trying to get my blood sugar in control, so I don't drink juice. If I have candy, I have sugar-free candy. If I have soda or juice, I try to have sugar-free juice and soda. I stay away from the carbs because carbs do turn into sugar. That's what your body does with carbohydrates. It turns it into sugar, no matter what it is. So I don't have rice, I don't have quinoa, I don't have whole wheat bread, I don't have white bread, I don't have any of those. I try to stay away from that. So when I first got pregnant, they did my A1C level, and it was a 9.8. Now, an A1C level above 5 is diabetes range. Mine is a 9.8. That was high. They said, oh, have you ever been diagnosed with diabetes? I told my first doctor, I said, no, I have not, but I told her about the Nexplanon, and I said that I don't eat carbs. She says, I don't understand why it's so high. The doctor, my primary care doctor, told me that because I was testing my A1C, and it was normal, and then my blood sugar level was high, tells him that it's the Nexplanon, but the Nexplanon now, afterwards, is going to make my blood sugar level low if I take it out, and then my A1C level is going to be high because it's catching up. So that is what's happening now. And it was a 9.8. And I was like, I can't believe that was high or whatever. So they said that, test your sugar, all of this stuff. I did not like that OBGYN, so I changed to my other one. That one did not release my forms, did not release my information to this new one, but he took my blood sugar anyway. And this was when I was 20 weeks pregnant. I went over there, they tested me at 12 weeks pregnant, and then 20 weeks pregnant, they tested me again at this one. Now, from 12 to 20, that's 8 weeks pregnant. That's about 2 months. So from 2 months, when they tested it at 12 weeks, it was 9.8. When they tested me again at 20 weeks, it was 6.5. Now, they said it was a little high, and they wanted me to do the glucose level test. And that is why I'm doing these glucose level tests, because my A1C level was a 6.5. Now, if you have true diabetes, your A1C level will not drop like that. My dad has had diabetes for at least 6 years now, and he is still at a 7, but that is good for him. And I think he's a 6, actually, a 6.8, something like that. And he started out with a glucose level, A1C level at, I think, maybe 8. Mine was higher than his. And I brought mine from a 9.8 to a 6.5 in less than 2 months. Now, that does not happen at all. No matter what. If you have diabetes, it's not going to happen. Your body has too much sugar and it doesn't know what to do with it, and it's not functioning properly. So it's going to take some time. Your diet will help because you're not adding all the sugar every day. Keep doing that. But your body is not going to release the sugar, like not going to use up the sugar. That's the whole issue why you have diabetes. Your body's not going to use the sugar. But me, because of the Nexplanon, something happened, and I guess the Nexplanon blocks the whatever, and so it makes the sugar build up in here. But once I take out the Nexplanon, it can now use up my sugar. Now me, if I didn't do that and I just kept adding sugar to my diet, maybe then it would be a little high still, like it wouldn't go down so drastically. But because I went on a diet where I didn't really eat a lot of sugar, those 2 months used up all my sugar. Now, knowing that, I took my 1 hour test. My 1 hour test was bad. It's supposed to be below 160, I think it is. It was supposed to be below 160 and mine was at 170. My thing was at 170. So that was high for them. So they wanted me to do the 4 hour test. Now my 4 hour test came back perfect. Now I don't really want to tell you too much details because next week I will have more of the details and everything. But it came back perfect. But they want me to do it again because my A1C level is still high. But that is pretty much for a different time. So again, I'm going to talk about this next week. I hope you guys stick around. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please hit the notification button down below. And thank you for staying. So, peace.